Four score. So, it's your boy Goodman, and I'm black with another video. And there's something that I just want to say. If you made it to this part of the video and you've been applying yourself, I have to give yourself some props, because it's one thing to just be sitting here and just watching some dude on the internet yap about some shit that's actually some real stuff. But like, if you really are applying yourself, I gotta give you some props, because that takes some nuts, some big hairy ones at that, and a little salty. So you going hard, and I give you some props for that. All right, so it's your boy Goodman, and I'm back with another one. So we talked about the beginning stages, we talked about the emotional stages, we talked about the mental stages. Now the spiritual stages. Creation is another way to heal, because a lot of us have creative outlets, and a lot of us aren't able to tap into it if we are creating other outlets that doesn't help us to be creative. So my example was, once again, video games. I can be I am such a competitor, and I love teamwork. And if I'm putting it into my gaming and my addiction to it, then I'm not going to put it into other aspects of my life, because it's my priority. It's my priority in my life. And I would rather use that as my low-hanging fruit versus be on YouTube and build a community, or be on Instagram and create some type of page where people can heal and meet each other. I wouldn't do that in my life if I were putting all that competitive nature to get to legend in Overwatch, versus actually taking the time to do the work here, so then I can reap the fruits of my labor. Maybe it could turn into money. Maybe it could turn into other people having testimonies about their healing journey and taking strides in the right direction. But if I am not constantly paying attention to my own creative outlets and what's not feeding my own innate ability to create, and or you be creative in my ways of tactically tackling life's challenges, then I'm just gonna constantly keep feeding into the same whack stories of lack. I'm gonna constantly be lazy, sitting on my ass, not eating right, not taking care of my body, moving that energy in motion, and that is dirtying my soul and making it harder for me to elevate myself past the heaviness and the weight that I'm carrying. And that is my connection with God, is the inner soul. And you can really sever and really hurt yourself in a spiritual sense, and physical and emotional. I mean, it all kind of trickles from the soul. And if you're at this point in your life where you're trying to make a change, learning to remove yourself from these heavy burdens that we continuously keep giving to ourselves is a large reasoning behind why we're not where we want to be. So in this, I want to give you this, is your emotional, your mental, and also the beginning of the platform that you're creating. It all plays hand in hand, but without taking care of your inner man will give you even less power to shred off the outer man. They all are teammates of each other. And your soul will thank you the more that you fill it up, so then your cup is full and running over, so you have more than enough to receive it. To receive more, to love more, to give more, because you only can love to the capacity that you love yourself. And your inner self is one of the greatest aspects of how you love yourself, because you're just giving yourself food and all these women and all these men and all these this and all this that. You're truly not fueling your love of self, you're fueling your love of the vessel of self. And that is you. But the soul is a reflection of all of you. Because when you die, you really are you're coming back to life. This is just a rental. So if you want to heal that story that's been hurting you for so long, heal the inner man. Love the inner man. Love the inner energy. Move that inner energy. Find what makes you creative. Find what brings that life back to you. Find how that story that you're telling yourself is hurting the inner man, because it wants you to be what you came here to this planet to be, but you're not able to do that because you're constantly living in this state of projection from some X, Y, and Z factor. So if you take the time to see from a different perspective, you can start this process by loving your inner man, and that will give you the love and the leverage necessary to make that shift that truly matters to you. And if it doesn't matter to you, you won't even know that it matters until you are ready to see that it matters. So this is Goodman. If you need some help with this, I have a coaching program. You can shoot me a DM and we can talk about how we can get you squared away and situated, and we can take all the time necessary to be intentional with your life. I will talk to you later, and happy healing. And I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it with your crazy self. I'll talk to you later. Adios.